Why ice expands. Why does water expand so much when it's frozen? In elementary school, you probably learned about the three standard states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. In a solid, molecules are packed tightly together. They don't move around much, just vibrating in place. In a liquid, particles are still close together, but they can slide past one another, allowing the liquid to take the shape of its container. And in a gas, particles are widely spaced and move around at high speeds. Hold on, how does that explain why water expands when it freezes? Going by that logic, shouldn't a substance compress and get denser when it freezes? I was just getting to that. And you're right, normally, substances do contract and become denser when they freeze. But water is an exception to the rule, thanks to its unique chemistry. A water molecule is made up of one oxygen atom and two hydrogen atoms. Because of how they share electrons, the oxygen atom has a slight negative charge, while the hydrogen atoms have a slight positive charge. This creates a special attraction between different water molecules called a hydrogen bond. The positive hydrogen atom of one molecule hooks up with the negative oxygen atom of another. In liquid form, water molecules have higher kinetic energy. They are constantly jostling around, causing trillions of hydrogen bonds to break and reform every single second. The molecules can actually pack quite close together. But as water cools down towards its freezing point, the molecules lose kinetic energy and slow down. Hydrogen bonds start to form more frequently and break less frequently. Notice the structure that they organized into. This is called a hexagonal crystal lattice. Because of its rigid geometry, the molecules are actually forced further apart than they were when they were in the liquid state. I get it now. The hexagons leave a lot of empty space in the middle, so even though the number of molecules stays the same, the structure takes up more volume, which is why ice expands. Precisely. And because it takes up more space for the same amount of mass, ice is less dense than liquid water, which is why ice floats in this cup of water. That quirk is actually vital for life on Earth. Because ice floats, it forms a layer on top of lakes and oceans during winter. The surface ice acts as a blanket, which traps the heat below and stops the entire body of water from freezing solid. So if ice behaved like normal matter and sank, deep lakes and oceans would freeze from the bottom up, turning into solid blocks of ice that summer suns could never thaw. That would destroy aquatic ecosystems.